What's happening, everyone? Here with an unboxing of the new Mac Mini. Now, this has the M4 chip in it. Well, this is the baseline model. My workflow doesn't require me to go above the baseline model quite yet. So for me, this is the 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 256 gigabyte SSD. I will get an external one for this to, work off of, things like that. But enough said, let's go and get to the unboxing. They came out, when did these come out? The 8th of this month. So, got my hands on one. Whoa. And I have two. Let me get that out the way real quick first. All right. Okay. Oh wow. What? All right. So this is it as far as reading part. Oh, a braided cable. That's cool. Let me see. This is a cool cable. I ain't gonna fake it to you. Okay, what we looking at here? 6 foot long. So I have a power cable ready to go. I'll put this back in here. Off to the side you go. People said this is heavy. For me, it's not. Feels light, compact. Now, if you're a traveling type person and you kind of want a desktop setup, this is a good replacement for a laptop. If you want. If you're old school and like to work off a desktop and want that desktop layout and screen and all that stuff, you can kind of take this with you if you don't want to carry a laptop. But depending on who you ask, who knows. But if you get this all maxed out, with the M4 Pro, like I said, my workflow doesn't require that quite yet, so I don't really need all that power. But if your workflow is 6K, 8K, and all that other stuff, and all kinds of layers and effects, yeah, I guess so. For me right now, I don't really need all that power, so I'm good. But if you want to max this thing out, you can run up the price on it. All right, let's see. Hold on, there's some writing down here. All right, about nothing. And this is it. So, right here in the front, you got 2 Thunderbolt ports. Connecting peripherals, anything like that. You got Bluetooth, so and you got wireless even better. In the back here, you got power cable, Ethernet port, HDMI, and 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. I know if you get the maxed out, the M4, you get Thunderbolt 5, so you can have up to 3 6K displays. I'm good with a dual display. I'm kind of glad they got Thunderbolt here. So the monitors that I use have the Thunderbolt port on there where you can kind of charge your laptop from. So plugging them right in, connected to this, I got 2 displays up and ready to go. There is a problem people have with the power button down here. So let's see. You still gotta list. You're gonna have to lift this up to turn the power on. A lot of people do not turn their computers off. Some people do. Yeah, and it's under there, a little concave little button. Now this venting system is supposedly it sucks in airflow and lets out airflow. From what I've heard from reviews, not reviews, but like first impressions of the desktop is that they heard the fan kick up once or twice, but most of the time it stays quiet. So, like I said, my workflow is nowhere near as intense as some other people's. So for me, I probably never hear a fan on this thing because I don't put that much on it. And now I've decided that, like I said, I made my desktop workstations. You know what I mean? So browsing the internet, or media and all those type of things, I usually use a tablet, laptop to kind of like, not work at a computer. Well, a desktop style computer. So for me, I've always focused on trying to just have workstations for work, knock out a video, whatever I need to do, and that's that. Then trying to get into the whole multi-displays, this and that. I don't do engineering work on there, so I don't need all that horsepower and displays to be doing all that stuff. For me, it's just a nice little simple setup, and I'm good to go. But I will be setting this up, some wireless peripherals that I'm going to be connecting to it. That's one thing about these. Hopefully, when I plug them in, they connect easily. Last time I did that with my last Mac Mini M2, trying to connect the wireless peripherals through the wire, and oh man, it was a headache. So hopefully it won't be as bad with this. So anyone who's investing in this, hit me up in the comment section. What you think about this? Is it a, replacement for a Mac Studio? I don't have one, but anyone that has a Mac Studio with all that power, if you get a maxed out version of this, would you switch to this or keep your Mac Studio depending on your workflow? Good question to have in the comment section. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Hope you like it, and I will see you guys in the next video.